people might say when you think of Great Britain, the United Kingdom, of course, you may think of things like this behind me. Yes, the iconic red telephone box, or perhaps, as we discussed recently, the London black cabs, or maybe even things like Buckingham Palace, Harrods, and of course London's red buses. But now, yes, apparently the things that apparently people do think of, particularly international visitors, and this is exactly the sort of thing that these people are targeting, is this. That's right, a band from the 1990s who are celebrating 30 years since its inception. And the British Royal Mail have decided that they need to be, well, shall we say, celebrated. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here. Nice to see you as ever, and thank you so much for joining me today. Lovely to have your company. Can I just also remind people very politely that, if you decide to want to promote another person's channel, etc., please refrain from doing so. On mine, I simply remove them. I don't ask other people to do that for me, and I certainly don't require the recommendations of those. You understand this can cause conflict because it isn't exactly with many of the channels at point with what the channel's all about, which is of course basic debate, clean language, and of course no negativity, or shall we say untoward imagery. I'll just leave it there. The moderator does remove them all, so if you continue and you keep putting it, then eventually you will be blocked. I'm just pointing that out to each and every one of you. Do try and be kind to each other in the comments. Let's not have any abbreviations of negative words, etc. Now, let's move on. Because yes, the Spice Girls, of course, way back in 1994 were the hottest thing. 2 albums in, and of course Geri Halliwell decided to quit. But that hasn't stopped the Royal Mail celebrating apparently this iconic band. This is because they feel that this is everything good about Britain. Now, I'm not knocking the girls. I interviewed them many times, loved their songs, thought they were great in the moment. But really, is this the sort of thing that is going to endear people back to buying stamps if you're a stamp collector? You see, part of the problem with the Royal Mail right now is they're having a very negative image, all thanks to a big drama regarding a real-life scandal with the post office called Bates versus the Post Office. A brilliant adaptation of what really went on and ruined many people's lives. Terrible situation if you get a chance to look into that story. So of course the Royal Mail think we've got to fight back. Now they've got bigger problems because the CEO is costing them a fortune. People are using other ways to deliver mail. And of course, let's be honest, if you are now 30 and say you're 25 or maybe 28 when you first got into the Spice Girls or whatever, you're not the sort of person that necessarily would write a letter. So why would you buy a stamp? You see what I mean? I feel, and this is just my opinion, so let me know what you think in the comments below, that they should be celebrating historical British figures, things that people should look into, rather than just sort of faddy moments. As I say, the Spice Girls were wonderful in their day, but really, should they be now the subject of a celebratory stamp? And more importantly, if you're a Spice Girls fan, can you afford to buy a stamp? Even if you wanted to send, say, a fan letter back maybe to a pen pal all those years ago, say in Australia or the United States of America, makes you think, doesn't it? Either way, as ever, this is just a very fun, light debate. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you get the opportunity, please like and share. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.